श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम नमो भगवते श्री रमणाय। Hari Om. So we saw yesterday the second chapter. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi composed beautiful sloka. Hridaya Kuhara Madhye Kevalam Brahmamatram. Hyahamahiti Atma Sakshat Atma Rupena Bhati. Then he said, Hrudi Visha O Manasa Swam Vichinvata Majjatava Pavanachalanarodhat Atmanishto Bhavatvam Sakshat Atma Rupena Bhati. So, yesterday we saw that most important verse in Bhagavan's entire thing, his entire Ramana Gita, the very most oft quoted Bhagavan's verse is that Hridaya Kuhara Madhye Kevalam Brahmamatram hi Ahamahamiti Sakshat Atma Rupena Bhati. Hrudi Visha e Manasa Chinvato Majjato va Pavanachalana Rodhad va Atmanishto Bhavatvam. Now we saw yesterday exhaustively what is the meaning of the heart, Hridaya Akasha, the Kendra, the center of it, and what is there in that Brahmamatra, how it is non-different from the Jiva, and how it is other Vedantic declarations and signs and all stand cancelled. Directly it is experienced. All that we saw yesterday exhaustively. Now the second part is left. Second part also, we have already seen it. We saw yesterday, the second part is what? 3 methods are given. Chinvatova, how to enter Visha Manasa? With the mind, you enter into your heart. How to enter? So, Hrudi Visha Manasa, Swam, Chinvata. You enter into Swam, Hrudi Visha, Swam Hrudi Visha. Your own heart, enter into it. How? Heart is thyself. Enter into your own self. Chinvata Majjatava Pavanachalana Rodhat Atmanishto Bhavatvam. 3 practices are given. So this second part of it which we have to study today. Already we saw what is Chinvata, what is Majjata, very briefly. Now here in the commentary also not given anything much by Kapala Shastri. He just mentioned. So let us see now. So therefore, we have to study here the 6th verse. Yesterday we saw Tatraiva Lakshanam Choktvam Dvaitamesha Achavaritam Uktam Cha Api Aparokshatvam Nanalinga Nivarhanam. All the very, very statements which are pointing out to the self and all that, they all make, all such signs are not applicable because there is no sign required. You know that you already exist. So specifically, there is no sign required. They all got cancelled or not applicable. They become. So now, in the 6th verse, Upadesho Dvitiyarthe Shishyabhyasa Krute Krutaha त्रेधा भिन्नेन मार्गेण तत्त्वादैक्यं समीयुषा. उपदेशे द्वितीयार्थे शिष्याभ्यासकृते कृतः त्रेधा भिन्नेन मार्गेण तत्त्वादैक्यं समीयुषा. उपदेशः द्वितीयार्थे शिष्य अभ्यासकृते कृतः. द्वितीयार्थे, the second half of the shloka, what was given? Shishyasya abhyasakrute krutaha. This marga, the sadhana, the practice is given for the disciples. So for the disciples to practice, a sadhana is given in the second half of the shloka. Sadhana for what? How to enter into the heart, into the cavity of the heart. And so Tredha Bhinnena Margena. Then they gave, Bhagavan Ramana gave 3 different paths, 3 different ways. Tredha Bhinnena Margena. 3 different margas are given. Tattvad Aikyam Samiyusha. Actually, in essence, Tattvad, all the 3 are in effect same only. They give you same effect. But 3 methods are given, 3 different ways are given for contemplation to reach the source of I. What is that now? Therefore, in the next verse, 7th verse, Upayo Margana Bhikyaha Prathama Samprakirtitaha Dvitiyo Majjanaabhikyah Pranarodhastrutiyakah Upayo Marganaabhikyah Prathama Samprakirtitaha Dvitiyo Majjanaabhikyah Pranarodhastrutiyakah. Now this is the, Bhagavan said, first method is what? Upayo Margana Abhiyuktaha. First one is seeking. Chinvata. Chinvata means searching. Through some specific process of inquiry. Searching the source, the heart, the cavity of the heart, and within the cavity, Madhye, the center, where the Brahmamatram Kevalam is there. So the first method is given as inquiry, search. Now, how do we search this? As I was coming to this class, beautiful example Bhagavan reminded me. With example you all know, application we'll discuss. Like a bee, it has got some fragrance. The bee got fragrance of a flower. Thus the bee humming starts. And it searches where the flower is. It has its own, it inquires, inquiry is done by him, the bee. Where is the smell coming from? There are so many flowers, every flower is beautiful, emanating smell is there. So, what is that smell which is attracting me? Suppose in a garden of multiple flowers, all blossomed, and all are capable of giving honey to the bee. But in that also, the bee has got a special ability to smell the fragrance. And it has also got the ability to hold on to the fragrance and reach the flower. Any objection to this statement? So it reaches. It has got a wisdom. That wisdom he has got, this among the different flowers. But some fragrance is very attractive. So the bee understood, this is the place from where the fragrance is coming from. So let me now slowly discover, slowly investigate, follow the trail of the smell. Trail of the smell. So there is this particular, the fragrance is spread, but the source. So the bee engages in search and slowly reaches the flower and identifies the particular flower and slowly it makes the parikrama 2-3 times and slowly lands on the center of the flower where he get honey. Up to this is called Chinvata. Okay? This is called search. So exclusively this search begins from within. So yesterday's talk was important. So please listen again. Think about it. What we said, reflect. So this search, trail of the thought. So for example, from the thought, another thought, thoughts are born. So I go back, trace back the thoughts. Yesterday I said, according to Ramana Maharshi, doubt is not so much important than the very source from where the doubt has emerged. Bhagavan says, the question is okay, but who is the questioner? Doubt is okay, who is the doubter? So he is more important, not the doubt. So when I start inquiry, the trail, so many thoughts come. Why this thought has come? Because of this thought. In the meditation also, one thought leads you to other thought, leads you to other thought, leads you to other thought, and other thought, and you miss the trail. Ultimately, you don't know why you landed up there. Why? Because we are not aware. So I landed up a thought P, then I will say, what is the thought of P? Then I ultimately come to slowly G, then F, and then D, and E, and D, and on C, then B, then I reach A. Like for example, how our thoughts run. There is no contact. There is no connection, need not be. But then mind has got its own connections. Trace back. This is another exercise. Even in the waking world. Suppose I saw a beautiful tree, full of flowers. I saw the tree. The tree reminds me of another tree which I saw in Switzerland. Then I say, Switzerland I go. Then Switzerland, the farmhouse where I lived, the house was so beautiful, guest house. Then I remember dining table of Switzerland where that food, wonderful food was served, special fruits were there, which are not in India. Then I remember the cook. Then I remember the cook's problem, what he shared. Then I remember the cook's wife also, who was actually occasionally visiting and washing my clothes also out of love and compassion. Laundry job she did. Then I remembered how laundry is costly in those countries than in India. Then I went into labor problems of other countries. See the thought curves. Then I compare our country, more population, therefore labor is cheap. Therefore all other things. I mean, there is like that mind goes off. So that is what, from one thought to other thought to other thought to other thought to other thought. And I can say 99.999999% we cannot trace the back. Trace it back how we have arrived it. How did I reach here? I don't know. Then I drop it, then something else I'll pick up. Then chain becomes. So exactly reverse gear is search. In the reverse order or in reverse gear, search order. Why this thought has come? Because of this. Where the source has come from? Ultimately trace it to ego. Then again this ego also is not a still source, still find out. Then find out, oh, I am there, therefore the thought has come. If I am not there, how can I get a desire? I want to eat. So I am important givens to eating and food, etc., etc. Okay, but can you, all the other subsequent thoughts are valid without I thought? So ultimately, any thought you go, ultimately you land I thought. I thought, not I. But the ego I. Then this ego I reached. Then what is this? Where from this I also is born? Ego I is born from? So meditation, I don't give any value, any relevance, any importance to any thought. The next chapter it comes in some of the important points. Any thought I will not, any importance I will not give, any relevance I don't give to any thought. My concern is where it is come from, ego I, and what is the source of this I? Flickering I. This ego is flickering. What is the source of I? So this is called Chinvata. So be finding the trace of that smell, reaching the flower, landing on the flower, settling itself, up to that is called Chinvata. Now, after mind is settled there on the seat of meditation, mind becomes still, absolutely still. Because when the still mind, then the real, that Swarupa Ananda, the bliss, it oozes out. Then I start, the another in between step is there, Rasaswadanam, which is not good. In Vedanta we speak about it. So then we get some kind of a bliss. That bliss also is like a foam. It is not real. It is like an extension. So if you get addicted to that bliss, it is as good as addiction to alcohol or tobacco. I want that again, that alone, that and that alone, that and that alone. So beyond that is existence. So up to that settling, the bee settled in the thing is good, and bee started getting the honey and bee enjoying is one step ahead, but bee forgets itself in that beautiful sucking honey from the flower, forgets the entire world. And it in the case of bee, it destroys itself because the flower gets closed in the evening. Then the bee gets stuck up because of that extreme, that Rasaswadanam, that bee. But here, there is no question of such death. So the bee forgets itself in taking the honey, and that forgetting itself, oneself, merging in the I is called Majjata. It is called diving deep. That's called Majjata. Immersion. Majjanam, Nimajjanam, Ganesh Nimajjan. Majjan means immersion. So then immersion takes place. So first Chinvata or Majjatova or Forget about procedure and all, you already started practicing. So the moment you sit in meditation, mind becomes calm and quiet and start deep inquiry, and then you go deep into yourself. Transcending all the thoughts, no imaginations, no projections, nothing. Only existence is there. That's called Majjatova. So, Chinvata or Majjatova. Another actual meaning is, one is my entertaining the mind in inquiry, tracing back. That's one process. Other is simply surrender. Why I don't have to? There's a source in me, that I is there. No, let me go, enter into it. Let me become conscious and aware of the existence itself. So let me take direct plunge without going into all the tracing back and all, not required. I have faith in the scripture, faith in the Guru, so I let me go take plunge deep into myself. And then this practice is done. That's called immersion. Second path. Third one is what? Pranarodha trutiyakaha. Pranayama is the third method. Why? All boils down to one important thing. Ramana Maharshi's Marga, please remember, or anything for that matter, just because you are inspired and desiring, it doesn't mean we deserve for it. We deserve it. Oh, मेरे को ना अच्छा लगता है ये बात. अच्छा लगता कब? मुझे अच्छा लगता है भगवान मनुष्य का मार्ग. तुम्हें अच्छा लगता या ना लगता नहीं बाबा. Are you fit enough for that or not? मुझे भी अच्छा लगता है to leave everything and go sit on my mountain. जमीन ढूंढ रहा हूँ, घर बनाना है, अनंत संसार will begin there. मुझे भी अच्छा लगता है. Somebody can give me breakfast, lunch, dinner without asking any work to be done. You also like it. Free salary. But we don't deserve it. So your fascination, your liking and disliking on spiritual path, no. Are we deserving it or not? Why should we know? First you know. That is that one of the paths is beautiful path. So if you want, then you have to get deserved for it. Get deserved. So all boils down to what? First of all, to do enquiry, mind should be available, no? Mind is scattered. Where is enquiry possible? When I sit for meditation, mind runs away. Where can I do enquiry? Mind is scattered. Mind is broken into pieces, blasted into pieces and scatters in all directions. Multiple thoughts. Then I ask Guru, Guruji, mind is intelligent than me. Why? The moment I sit meditation, mind becomes overactive. Normally it is not. When I open my eyes, it is not so active. Though the moment I close my eyes, mind becomes very active. So where can I do enquiry? Therefore pranayama is given. See, little another. Why? First of all, mind to control. Therefore why prana and mind are interconnected. Prana and mind are two sides, two ends of the same rope. They are deeply connected, interconnected. So pranayama, if pranayama means not breath control, it is not shwasayama, it is pranayama. So pranayama doesn't mean breath control. The Shwasayama is external act, but internally what is happening is my aim is to regulate the prana shakti, prana ka sanchar. When the prana is brought under control through pranayama, not Shwasayama, then the mind becomes calmer and calmer and calmer and calmer. When the mind becomes calm and calmer and calmer, then that gathered mind is available for investigation. Then I can apply that mind towards any particular self-inquiry. So therefore, prana. In that pranayama, so many prana. But Bhagavan said one important thing generally he gave is vikshana pranayama. Just observe the breath. Buddha Bhagavan also gave same thing. My dear monks, follow the breath up to your enlightenment. My dear monks, follow your breath up to your own enlightenment. That is one method. So this is not one life practice. I may desire, I don't want next life. Who asked you first of all? As if you wanted this life. You also did not want, but you are thrusted, pushed into this world. As if according to me everything is running. तो मना करने से तो भगवान छोड़ देगा. First of all, Hare Rama, you don't know the process. After death, you will become unconscious after some time. Meaning you are not fully aware. So you don't know. So the karma lifts you like a coma patient shifted from one ward to other ward. Like that you are given. And next life, next again you wake up perhaps in the womb or outer cup. You forget about your past, everything, your individuality, everything goes. So it's all nonsense. So it is not, we deserve it or not, this path, Ramana Maharshi's path. Therefore, pranayama is important. But even to focus on pranayama regularly, there must be some regulation in life itself. Some discipline in life is required. But what is the disciplines again? You Swadharma, Karma Yoga. So Gita mein aa gaya pahunch gaya. That's why in 12 yajnas, Bhagavan Krishna gave in 4th chapter, prana yajna also is one thing. Apare niyata haraha. Then prana is there. They control prana shakti also. Some merge prana into that, and some merge prana into this. The Kumbhaka pranayama practitioners are mentioned. I have seen somebody playing conch for almost 3 minutes in Varanasi before Modi Saab. He blew conch for 3 minutes. Non-stop. Like that. Unending. Why? How could he do? Kumbhaka pranayama. Like that, the rishis have performed Kumbhaka pranayama because mind is, prana is stambhanam. Then what happened? Mind becomes still. Mind has no chance to move. And I know Hatha Yogi, one Hatha Yogi whom I met long back, great yogi, Mahayogi. He used to Kumbhaka pranayama for 10 days, 20 days underwater. एक बार श्वास लेके अंदर चले जाते हैं. 10-15 दिन, 20 दिन, 1 महीने तक बाहर नहीं आता पानी से. अंदर, नदी के अंदर, स्ट्रीम के अंदर. This Vidya is known to Duryodhana also. Therefore, he went and hidden himself in the lake. बैठ गए आराम से. So, that is the highest for anything. Practice. So, pranayama is one vikshana pranayama, observing the breath. And इसमें बहुत सारे techniques है. We are not interested now, right now, to talk on that. So, this is the third technique. So, through disciplined life, युक्ताहार विहारस्य युक्तचेष्टस्य कर्मसु युक्तस्वप्नावबोधस्य योगो भवति दुःखः. Bhagavad Gita. Moderate in eating, moderate in recreation, moderate in walking, moderate in sleeping. All activities are moderate. For him, the yoga benefits him. So thus, if you do this activity, discipline, then kumbhaka pranayama, then mind is arrested. And then the mind is slowly pranayama, mind becomes calmer. And so every meditation before, some people suggest, one method is sometime pranayama, mind is under control, then the investigation, then deeper meditations. Then naturally breath stops. Otherwise, because if the pranayama controlled, mind is stopped. If the mind itself is absorbed deep into meditations, out of inquiry and out of love for Paramatma, out of abhyasa, automatically breath stops. Mind is not available for breathing. In the sense, oxygen is there because there is a cavity. Oxygen just is there. There is no need of flow of oxygen. Therefore, you feel the breath stops. No breath required for them. Body becomes still. No oxygen. So what oxygen is just existing just goes in the nose just without any flow type. So if you put a finger under his nose, you don't feel anything. But he is not dead. So mind is absolutely became calm. Automatically prana is regulated. Prana becomes calmer and quiet, subtle, shallow, hollow, all that. So this prana sama sadhana is another sadhana. So therefore 3 sadhanas are given. Chinvato, Majjato va, then Pranarodhat, Prana Chalana Rodhat, Swatmanishto Bhavatvam. So Prana Chalana, Prana ka sanchar, Rodhanat, by stopping, by regulating, you become Atmanishto Bhavatvam. This is how the Bhagavan Onmarshis, Urdaya Kohara Madhye Kevalam Brahmamatram Yahamiti Sakshad Atma Rupena Bhati. Okay. That is the beautiful shloka. We have completed second chapter of Sri Ramana Gita. Third chapter has got some more questions, so I will not complete today, obviously, but we will start. Okay. Atha Tritiyo Mukhya Kartavya Nirupanam. Adhyaya name is what? Mukhya Kartavya Nirupanam. What is the Kartavya? Mukhya Kartavyam. What is the primary duty of a human being? That is the beauty of this chapter. Okay? Daivaratasya samvadam Acharya Ramanasya cha Nibadnim astruti yesmin Adhyaye vidusham mude Daivaratasya samvadam Acharya Ramanasya cha Nibadnim astruti yesmin Adhyaye vidusham mude. Now, there is one bhakta, his name is Daivarata, disciple. His name is Daivarata. Daivarata. Anyway, Daivarata is a disciple of Ramana Maharshi, a questioner. He went and asked Bhagavan. So the samvadam between Daivaratasya Acharya Ramanasya samvadam nibadhni. Now I am now encapsulating, compiling here the dialogue between Daivarata and Ramana Maharshi, Guru Ramana. Tritiye asmin adhyaye, and Vidushamude in the third chapter of this. I am encapsulating, compiling this dialogue. Vidushamude, this will actually delight all the learned people. So, it is a great delight for all the learned people to know this dialogue between Daivarata and Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. So, what did Daivarata asked a question? He asked a question. Daivarata uvacha kim kartavyam manusyasya pradhanamiha samsruto ekam nirdharya should be there, not nirdhaya. Ekam nirdharya bhagavan tanme vyakhyatumarhati kim kartavyam manusyasya pradhanam iha samsruto ekam nirdharya bhagavan tanme vyakhyatumarhasi. It's a very beautiful question. Like Arjuna asked Krishna, ekam vada nischitya, you please tell me one, to fight or not, or what is my duty, kartavyam. He asked the same question. Krishna, tell me, vyamisreneva vakyena buddhim mohayasi iva me tad ekam vada nischitya yena sreya aham apnuyam. Tell me only one thing, but by which I get shreya, I will benefit, it will be good for me. That question was asked. Similar lines, he asked, Kim kartavyam manushyasya? First one, what is the duty of a human being? Where Pradhanam kartavyam manushyasya kim? What is the primary duty of a human being? Where? Samsruta means in the samsara, in the janana marana chakra of the human being. Samsruta, in this world of birth and deaths. This world is the world of birth and deaths. What is the main purpose? What is kartavyam? I say this for some people in somewhere, in some talks, I give this thought. So I'll share that thought with you. A company owner manufacturing a company manufactured some goods, some products, some consumer products, imagine. Some consumer products for the consumers. So the product is defined for a section of humanity, section of people. So these are my customers. This age group, this people, this class of people, in this age group, for them I am targeting that market sector. So I prepared a product and released it. No, as a creator of the product, I expect the product to perform in a certain way. Correct? Right. A product is insentient. So lucky that product cannot decide for itself. So whatever I order, whatever I say, the product, but I expect something from the product to perform in the market. A medicine is discovered. I expect the medicine to act, to work in this particular way, in achieving peak serum concentration levels, in the sustainability of the drug in the body, and its effectiveness in certain bacteria, in neutralizing some bacteria and killing some bacteria, its special capacity not to destroy the good bacteria. So many conditions I have. So I kept all those things and I released that medicine in the society. For people who use it, I expect that medicine to work, to function in this way. Okay? So we are all created by Ishvara. Have you ever thought what could be the purpose of Ishvara in creating me? Or we are so busy in our agenda? Second is correct. Have you ever thought, why are you sent here in this world? Why are you sent in this world? Unfortunate. None of us have asked this question. So we are very busy right from birth till death in fulfilling our agenda. My likes and my dislikes, my fighting, my opinions, my this one, my that one, Bapre. And Bhagavan is watching. Putting both the arms under his chin, taking support of elbows, landing himself on a table and watching from above. Have you ever thought about it? Absolutely not. My garden, my flower, my interior design, my car, my wife, my husband, my children, my name, my fame, my income tax, my saving, my life, my farmhouse, my fruit, my travel, my picnic, my. We are so low, Bhagavan has refused to scold us also. Because इतना पागल को क्या इतना नीचे गिर गए. What is, you can only see. Deeply drunkard man talking nonsense. What is it you can do? And drunken people will have more energy. Even if you tie them, they break open that chain, iron chain also. पता नहीं कहाँ से मिलता है, पता नहीं. And so what else you can do? जब तक वो नशा उतरता नहीं ना, when that drunken concentration goes down, then थप्पड़ दे सकते हैं. पता है तूने क्या किया है? मैंने क्या किया? वीडियो निकाला. We are deeply drunken, in drunken state. We have been. That too also is spirituality also. My own interest, my own likes, my own dislikes. So we don't know what our kartavyam is. So we have our own kartavyam, self-created kartavyams. But what is the kartavyam? Bhagavan was asked. So ekam nirdharya, please After coming to a conclusion, nirdharya, deliberate, nirdharya, come to a firm conclusion about one. Ekam nirdharya, Bhagavan, tan me vyakyatam. You decide what is the primary objective. Only one. Don't tell me, ye bhi kar sakte ho, wo bhi kar sakte ho. Wahan pe bhi you can go there, this also you can do, that also you can do. Don't give me all the options like that. What is there, first of all, tell me. Some people in bhikshas, they ask, what do you want? I said, please put something in the plate, I am hungry. Swamiji, this is this. I am not interested in the description of it. Mere bhook lag rahi hai. Please put something. No, first listen. We will explain to you the cuisine. What nonsense? No. We will explain now. It is like this. Don't explain me anything. Don't tell me. You tell me what is good. That is why in South Indian hotels are far better. You don't get any choice. Idli, vada, pongal, that's it. Eat something and get out of the hotel, that's it. In North India, no, iske saath kya jayega, uske saath kya jayega. What it will go with this, what is good, You will decide 1 hour it will take. And you will take another 1 hour to supply. You tell me what is my duty first. That's it. Nirdharya, ekam nirdharya. Please tell me, Bhagavan. So because prayojanam anuddasya mandopina pravartate. This is my prayojan. What is the antim prayojan, final prayojan of life? This is a question asked. Answer, of course, we know, but Bhagavan beautifully replied. He says, Bhagavan uvacha swasya swarupam vigneyam pradhanam mahadichyata pratishtha yatra sarvesham phalanam rutu karmanam uta karmanam swasya swarupam vigneyam pradhanam pratishtha yatra sarvesham phalanam uta karmanam. Bhaiya. Very beautiful thing. Swasya swarupam vigneyam pradhanam. First of all, one should know oneself first. Pradhanam, that is the main purpose for which you are sent on earth. That is pradhanam. By whom? Mahadichyata. By one whose desire is that. One who is aspiring greatness. The great thing one who is aspiring. Mahadichyata. Mahat means Paramatma, the higher. Who is desiring the higher. If you want the highest, ask. Somebody says, what is that highest bliss that I can get in the world? Oh, घर बना लो, गाड़ी खरीद लो, keep balance in the bank, ये करो, वो करो, it will make you happy. No, I don't want this. Anything greater than this which gives me happiness. I want greater happiness than that. I want still greater than happiness. Then okay, you become poet, singer, you will revel in the subtle joys. In nasha, enjoy. Is there any greater bliss than that? I don't want that also. I want beyond that. Because the poet revels in poetry, or the kavi revels in the beauty of the nature poet. Each one of them revel. A musician spends hours together in ekanta, in solitude, and he revels in music. A dancer revels in dance. These are all joy, but I don't want that also. I want beyond that. Is there anything beyond? The subtle joys are far better than the joys of the objects of the world. But I don't need subtle, I want to go beyond it. Is there anything still higher? What do you want? I want anavachinna ananda, unbroken bliss I want. That's my joy. Because in every joy, in everything where I am searching happiness only, but my happiness is breaking. My joy is breaking every moment. But I want anavachinna happiness, unbroken bliss I wanted. Where is it available? So, we are searching for happiness only, but that kind of happiness, having searched once and I don't have to search again in life. So, kasmin bhagavo vijñāte sarvedam vijñāt. What is that having known which everything else become known? One question from Mandukya. And Vivekachanamani student asked Guru, Ko nama bandha katameshya gatah katam pratishtha asya katam vimoksha kosavanatma paramah katma tayor vivekah katame taducchatam. He is asking in the questions, Ko nama bandha, is bandhan kahan se? What is a bandha? Katameshya, first of all, how did it land up in, how did I got caught up here? Bondage. Katam pratisthasya. What is foundation? Katam vimoksha. How to liberate myself? What is anatma? What is anatma? And what is viveka between these two? Discriminating between atma and anatma, self and not self. What is self? What is not self? How to discriminate between these two? All 7 questions he asked in Vivekachanamani. So all the questions if you see, then even our Nachiketa asked, Yat tvam pashyasi tadvada. That was you are experiencing. Anyatra dharmat, anyatra asmat kuta krutat. I don't want all these things, get caught up with. But what is that Atman beyond all this? There is something called Atman. That which you see, that which you experience, that you tell me. I don't want to compromise. Yat tvam pashyasi tadvada. You please tell me that what you have seen. So in all the things actually, the question is, because the fundamental question, the fundamental thing is that if you don't know who you are, then how important is that what you are all doing? In a TV channel interview about 2007 Doordarshan I went for a Gen Next program, youth program. All the students were there and me and other famous management teacher Guru Shiva Kera, both were there. So that anchor asked me, Swamiji, first I will ask for your question, begin with shooting baile. First we will touch up your face with powder. Okay, touch up. In the makeup room. Then she said, I am going to open the question, first question you only. Be careful. Answer properly. Okay, please reveal the question. Thank you for revealing question paper. Swamiji, I am going to ask you why spirituality. Be ready to answer. I remembered I submitted my question to my Guru because I cannot give a lecture there. 1 hour Gita Jnana Yajna. So Guru, please, Gurudev gave me one thought, to like this. So camera on and all that. Oh, see, okay. Welcome to all Jan's program, blah, 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 blah. Now we have so many people there. Now I am going to have what is, why spirituality? So the answer I gave, spirituality is the only science in the world which tells me how to handle myself first before I handle anything else. So that subject, how to handle myself, my anger, my lust, my greed, my desires, my confusions, my jealousies, my hatred, my depression, my suppression, my insecurities, my all diseases, for which I am suffering and for which I am trying to find answers in the outer world. Jitna bhi nahi bola maine. That is spirituality, I said. That which tells you how to handle yourself first before you handle anything. Because that is ignored What else then you can do? So how relevant is spirituality? A stupid question it is. It is only relevant. Rest all is secondary. Therefore, pradhanam is what? Kartavyam, to know myself, to know oneself. See? Therefore, swasya swarupam vigneyam pradhanam, pratishta yatra sarvesham phalanamuta karmanam. Therefore, in it lies as yatra sarvesham phalanam pratishtha, karmanam phalanam pratishtha. Bhagavan only says, in that only, in that pradhana kartavyam, knowing in oneself alone, lies what? It's a foundation, pratishtha, foundation of everything. Just as I said, no? It's a adhar, it's a foundation. Spirituality, knowing oneself is the foundation of everything. So, pratishtha yatra sarvesham phalanam. So, it is the foundation of everything. Of what? Phalanam uta karmanam. Phalana means fruits and actions. It is a foundation of all the fruits and karmas. Why? Without that self, what is that you can, karma, fruit, samsara, all the foundation is what? Your own self, higher self, deeper self, the real you. If we don't know who we really are, then what is the use of all this life? What is the use of learning many things? What is the use of knowing many things? If you really understand, we are wasting our time. And yahan tak ki Bhagavan Shankaracharya is told that Veenavadana Saushthamam Prajaranjakameva. You learn very great Veena. For what purpose? You are only Prajaranjanam. लोगों को बिठा के उनको रंजन कर रहे हो, तुम्हारे लिए कोई फायदा नहीं है. So every speaker or anybody stage performer, anybody speaking, speaker means some speakers, like any speakers, performer speakers, they always worry about the crowd. So my idea is how many are listening, how are appreciating, how many awards I am getting, how much money I am getting. So whatever we know, any art we practice, it is not useful to me. I am not converting that into my sadhana. I don't know how to convert it. I am only told perform well. Good performance. Performance is only for public. And life also is a performance. करके दिखाओ. किसको दिखाना? बेवकूफ. किसको दिखाना है? करके दिखाओ लोगों को. लोग मर जाएंगे कल. Actually, I don't know how much we are caught up in this illusion, web of illusion. Therefore, that's Atman is foundation for everything, for all fruits, for all actions. That is so. Pratishta yatra sarvesham phalanam uta karmanam. Sarvesham pratishta. It is the foundation of everything, of the fruits and of karma also. This is a question. I stop here. Because again it will take, fourth question, it will take a lot of time to explain. So remember, we have completed 3 verses in 2nd chapter. The first question of 3rd chapter by Devarata. So we should start from 4th verse from 3rd chapter, in 3rd chapter of Ramana Gita in next month. Next month dates I will announce later. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Satgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.